Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I know you can't hear me over the water running, but my name is Trevor, and I'm here in paradise, aka Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yeah, you know the drill by this point. Driving sucks. It does, especially when it's another 9-hour drive like with Georgia. Thank God all I brought for entertainment was my 2DS and this piece of shit stupid fuck game that fucking shit fucking sucks. Yeah, the drive this time around was painful. For lunch we had McDonald's, and just like last time, I had a pitiful ketchup experience. But this time they only had like 10 packets for each of us. If I got the amount of ketchup I usually eat, I would have felt guilty for taking it all, so I ended up under-eating my ketchup intake for the day. Yes, this is a relevant problem, look at me! After a quick stop at Bojangles for nothing but drinks, we get back in the car and Mom realizes she forgot a medication she takes. So we spent about 30 minutes talking about where do, what do, how do. Eventually we figured out you can transfer a prescription to a different pharmacy. Unfortunately, the only pharmacy that was open was closing at 6. Our GPS said we might make it on time, so it was time for reckless driving. At about 5:50, our GPS said we were 15 minutes away, so Mom called ahead and said, hey, so like, please? So we pull up to the pharmacy and anxiously await someone to answer us, and thank God someone did. We took the drugs and took off toward the hotel, which I haven't said yet, but this was the main attraction of the vacation. Not joking, the only things we had planned were a day at the aquarium and a day for shopping. That was it. The hotel had several pools, a lazy river, and direct beach access. As soon as we drove into the neighborhood of where this hotel was, we all went, wait, we're staying here? We walk in and oh my God, this is just an apartment. It had a kitchenette. But after enough ogling the apartment, it was time to drive back to that Walmart to shop for drinks and snacks for the room. Of which I got Flamin' Hot Ruffles with ranch, hot dogs, and Sprite. The essentials. After that point, it was of course time for boiled hot dogs at 8 p.m. while my parents watched The Big Bang Theory. It was then time for sleeping, which this time around, actually not too bad. I'm not gonna say it was great, but it wasn't terrible either. A hotel with actual sleeping conditions is a miracle. This really was the main attraction. Speaking of which... a large majority of the day was spent just at the hotel. That was actually a large majority of the vacation as a whole. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it was all just pool days for the first half. Which of course means I've got a lot to review. Come on down to the pool area with me and let's enjoy the water, and salt, and rank them on a tier list. So first of all, the pools are heated. Yes, of course. Except the indoor one. I think, at least. I don't know, it probably was, but it was significantly colder than the 2 outside ones. The 2 outside ones are odd, as there's one that goes deeper than the other, even though they both say 5 feet, and also one right next to the concession stand. Also, one of them had live music being played by someone. These are all the same pool. Naturally, that one's pretty crowded, so the other one still does have merit to get away from the crowd.
I call this one the core.
That one gets A tier, and the one with the food gets S. And of course, you know we had to try the fries. It's a staple of everything. You must try the fries wherever you go. And of course, they're good. The fuck you want me to say, man? They're fries. Of course they're good. I'd compare it to, like, bowling alley fries is, I guess, the way to put it. They're really thick and greasy, which at a pool is interesting, but we only had them when we were drying off, so whatever. There are also 2 hot tubs, which is good because if one has even a single person in it, I can go to the other one. And of course, there's not much to review. They're hot tubs. They're all the same, both in A tier. Indoors, of course, you have a fucking lazy river? Holy shit, I fucking love lazy rivers. They're so fucking cool, dude. This one's pretty good, too. Only a 51-second lap. That's my PP, by the way. Took a long time to get due to people RNG. But at a hotel, that's all you really need. It even has some rady things cross-track. It's great. And it's directly connected to the indoor pool so that getting out doesn't clog up the line if there is one. S tier. Said indoor pool also has a rady thing, which is interesting. Honestly, the indoor one isn't as good as it only goes to 3 feet. B tier. Also connected to that pool is the kiddie pool, which is pretty cool. You know. What do you want me to say? It's a kiddie pool. What am I, a grown-ass man with no kids, supposed to do in there? C tier. And lastly, we have, this thing? It's vaguely water park-esque, I guess. Yeah, I won't lie, I spent like 0 time in this part. It's kinda cool, but I'm a lazy river kinda guy. C tier. After a long day of that, it was time to stop by Testosterone City before going to Red Robin, where, this happened?
Yo, why is there, why none of the others are crinkles? Why is this a crinkle? What, does it taste the same?
No.
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 No, it doesn't. It does not taste the same.
Obviously, the cook in the back's like, man, we got a Burger King bag again.
What happened?
We woke back up and went to the aquarium. Oh my god, it's raining. For those who don't know, Ripley's Aquarium is located on Broadway at the beach, an outdoor shopping mall with various locations. And of course, the aquarium has the longest line of all time. Seriously, look at this. And of course, the line is just for a fucking photo that they wanted to take so they can trick you into buying it later.
I am politically incorrect.
In terms of attractions, Ripley's is pretty good, including this one part that's just not an aquarium. But once you've seen a better aquarium, it lessens the experience of other aquariums. Like, I think Ripley's was pretty good. Here's some clips of me being funny. So yeah, Ripley's is good, barring the crowd. And I think that's the point I want to make here. The crowd was awful. It genuinely made me stressed being there because of how packed it was. It was an otherwise good experience, a bit bogged down by the crowd, which is also a review of my high school. Afterward, we got food, which was so much worse than Georgia. To be fair, all I got was motherfucking popcorn, which had a cool little machine, but the popcorn itself was mediocre. And drinks are just bottles, no actual fountain soda. After that, it was time for the real reason we came here. We knew this wouldn't best Georgia on its own, there was just no way. But Ripley's had an ace up its sleeve, the Stingray experience. This was a very cool thing they do where you get into a wetsuit and expose all the insecurities you have with your body and get to go in with the stingrays. They're basically just big water puppies. They all just run up to you and run. They'll just swim up to you and go, play with me, me, no me! And they're so cute and you can pet them and they feel slimy, it's kind of funny. And you could feed them, which is especially funny because literally all they do to take the food is just... And then you get to scuba in the deep part, and yeah, that part isn't as cool. But overall, man, this was cool. This is why you'd come here, genuinely. It's such a cool experience. Overall, Georgia still takes it, but man, this was a cool experience to wrap up with. Me and Mom wait outside for about 17 hours while Dad and Lauren shopped in the gift shop, and then it was off to breakfast at Longhorn Steakhouse, where we had the best server I think I've ever had, holy hell. Fast, to the point, always on refills, our orders are right, she's perfect. Whatever your name was, I salute you.
And for the establishing shot, I will reverse this footage.
At that point, it was simply time to go to bed again. Yep, it was another pool day. There's really not much to say for the video, pools are just fun. Only noteworthy thing is that I spent about an hour in the indoor hot tub, which I get the vague sense isn't good for your body. After a nutritious lunch of fries, it was off to the mall where our single lone video game store lies, which was pretty good. Don't get me wrong, fucking lot of non-game shit, but overall not bad. They had a good selection of stuff, even the mini little arcade, which was right next to another arcade. Sure? I'm pretty sure that store owns the arcade next door, but okay. I ended up leaving with Crippy. Who the fuck is Crippy? I ended up leaving with Kirby Triple Deluxe, Mario Sports Mix, Mario Pinball Land, Mario Party Advance, and Lulu. So unfortunately no Metroid, but honestly that's fine. This store was a long shot. At the mini arcade though, there was the original Mario Kart GP, which I had to play since it's rare. It's not very good, but I suppose I'll go more in depth in the Mario Kart video that I'll end up releasing in 2026. After that, it was time to head to an outlet mall, because why not? After that, it was off to Chili's, and then back to the hotel where I saw these, and then looked at my haul before going to bed. I started by shaving, as it had been absolutely too long since I had, and I need everyone to think I'm hot to keep up my ego. After that, it was a bunch of nothing until lunch, where we got Wendy's. This is where I saw proof that the world is healing from COVID. Genuinely, I thought these went extinct and would never return, but here we are. I also got utterly too much food. We then promptly left to go to the Broadway at the beach. Instead of just the aquarium, it was time to explore the entire rest of the attraction, which included but was not limited to an unhealthy amount of t-shirts, an unsanitary amount of pop figures, floor that I swear to God reflects light so people buy sunglasses, Weezer, and absolutely dripped the hell out Growlithe, the aftermath of a toddler's poor decision, B-tier, and Homer Simpson. Genuinely, the Quickie Mart is a very cool store if you at all like The Simpsons. It's genuinely super cool to see the cartoon come to life. What the fuck, these don't have glass? That's so weird. Where was I? Right, stupid company. There was a giant-ass candy store that for some reason the only thing I filmed was this? What was bro trying to prove here? Was I just saving this for later? Why did I film this? While walking into this one store, I was transported back in time as I unlocked a core memory of playing the Pac-Man arcade machine here and shopping looking through posters. I, of course, filmed none of this, but I did find a Master Puppet CD, so that's neat. Just really quick, SSASBBSA. And that was the last video I took, so I guess that's the end of Broadway at the beach. On Tuesday, we went to this mall and we saw this arcade we could go to, so today we went there and paid off our self-made foreshadowing. Gotta say, way better than I expected. It's no retro arcade, but more of a Dave & Buster's or a Tilt Studio, if you remember that video from 6 years ago. Holy shit, that was 6 years ago. Regardless, they had a wide array of games and even a bowling alley. Mom and Lauren went off and did something I don't remember, while me and Dad played some stuff, including a cool World's Largest Pac-Man and Galaga, and also a complete reinvention of Space Invaders with the same display. But what me and Dad played together was this Halo arcade game. I've always loved on-rail shooter arcade games like this, and this is no exception. Although, holy shit, it was difficult. Even with another 2 people coming in and helping, we still couldn't beat it before we ran out of money. Super cool game, would recommend, A tier. We were waiting for Mom and Lauren to be done with their thing, so I went to the GameStop just to peruse. And of course, I don't find anything of interest. How the fuck? This was one of the Metroid games I needed, and it was just here. So, W GameStop, I guess. Afterwards, it was time to go back to Broadway at the beach to go to Hard Rock Cafe, another quite good restaurant. Once done eating, it was back to the room so I could mentally prepare for Gex Night.
It's Gex Night, bitches. Sorry, I'm doing the Mr. Peanut Butter. It's Gex Night, bitches.
Welcome to Gex Night. There's not much to say, I just played arcade games for fun. Except for the fact that, why are these so rare? Genuinely, why are arcades like this so rare? There are like 4 in any given state if you're lucky. Arcades like this are like my favorite thing to go to for a day. They're just fun, man. They nail down replayability far better than modern arcade games. Modern arcade games are so dumb, man. They're just designed to be cash grabs. Here, look kids, there's a cheap toy in here. You want it? Spin the wheel! You like Flappy Bird? Have you ever wanted to spend money to play Flappy Bird? Have you ever wanted to win at Flappy Bird? You can win at Flappy Bird. Why the fuck can you win at Flappy Bird? That's not the point of the fucking game at all. What the fuck? Why does everything have a prize? Why not just have intrinsic fun? Why does every arcade nowadays look like this? If you're lucky, you get the Jurassic Park machine, and maybe even luckier, the Mario Kart one, and that's it. Everything else is prizes, 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 and air hockey. I love air hockey. Air hockey's actually sick. Where was I? Right, this arcade. The lineup here, exclusively bangers. Like, genuinely, if I had this limited of a space to work with, these are probably the exact machines I would have chosen. And also, holy shit, actual quarters? No fucking tokens? You can actually just use your change here? That's part of the appeal to arcades for me, honestly. It's something fun to just burn change on. No tokens needed. You have a quarter, you can play. Moral of the story, please, I want an arcade like this in every mall from now on, and maybe keep air hockey. Air hockey's sick, S tier. After that, it was time to go to the beach. Yeah, it dawned on me I did not step foot on the beach a single time while we were here, on our beach vacation. So yeah, I did that. Also, they have these insane foot washers. You step on them and I don't know what voodoo shit they're pulling, but every single bit of sand is just erased from your body. You can't quite see it because I'm not showing an up-close shot of my dogs on the internet, but trust me, this is insane. Afterward, there's a 5-hour gap in my photos, so I guess we just stopped existing until we went to Cracker Barrel and I had some terrible lemonade and found another new child to adopt.
There's 2 of them, and I need to evaluate which is the better child.
Afterwards, my sister needed a box for seashells, so we went to several beach stores because apparently a fucking box is hard to come by. While we were there, we saw some interesting things. Afterward, it was off to bed for the last time. In the hotel. We didn't, like, die the next day. We woke up, started packing, I got the shot that I needed and had the idea for since literally day 2 but was too lazy to actually get until now, and left. Also before leaving I discovered the hotel has lore. MatPat, get on this as soon as possible. Then we actually left. It was adios for Myrtle Beach. Turns out Mom left her medicine at the hotel, so we had to drive it. No, I'm fucking with you. Nothing went wrong.
That billboard! Are you telling me that a man just happens to fall like that?
And then I discovered that someone got drunk and said, I've got a great name for our fucking furniture company. How about Badcock Furniture? We got McDonald's and ate while driving, which was great for me because I had to not spill any of this ketchup, which was a goddamn task. Afterwards, we got dinner at the best restaurant, Cheesecake Factory. In case you don't know, their menu is just a fucking book, and it's all good. And you know lemonade is good if they put sugar on the rim of the glass. Afterwards, it was more driving, and then we... This was probably the most fun I've had on vacation in a while. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider disliking and leaving a comment that says you stink and I don't like your face. If you didn't enjoy the video, then, I don't know, shut up, man.